Hello, I'm Lizzie.
And I'm Izzy, and we need help.
Each week we stumble through a new book, method, or concept that brings us one step closer to being our best self.
Yes, we make fun of ourselves.
And others.
But mostly just ourselves. So here's to not taking self-help quite so seriously.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Lizzie.
And I'm Izzy, and we need help.
We need lots of help this week.
Fuck.
We need help is the biggest understatement of the year this week. But what's the book we're doing?
4 Hour Body, Adi, 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 by Timothy Ferris.
I told Jason we were doing the 4-hour shit show today.
We're doing the 4-hour failure.
I have to publicly say I'm sorry to Tim Ferris for what we didn't digest in this book. It's not your fault. It's us, not you.
It's me. It's not you. It's me.
Yeah.
So tell me about your shit show.
Well, I just got back. I just got back from the fucked up subculture of a horse show. Our daughter rides horse, not a horror show.
Because that would have been fun.
That's this one.
I got first prize.
This is the horror show. No. So I just got back from that shit show, which is the most exhausting, crazy, interesting thing to be at. It's where like a judge is sitting there judging your child on an animal, and it usually you really don't understand why they don't do anything. Like you can pick out some things, like you'd say, oh, she fucked up there or fucked up that, but you really can't tell why they win or lose ever.
Like, what are they judged on?
Equitation.
What the fuck is that?
Equitation is like how they're riding, like their skill set.
Okay. So
and then and then upgrade. Then they judge the horse. So it's basically how much money you spend on the horse.
Okay. That makes sense though. I mean, can respect that.
They actually judge a horse shows like we all judge life.
I just respect that though, because like if you dole out money, you should be getting medals. Like that's it. Like
yeah, I guess like I judge people's cars. They'll be like, oh okay.
Yeah. So that makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know.
Not really.
Well, it's kind of weird. It's not like any other sport.
Then like you kind of want the underdog. You want like the ugly horse to win. You know, like I would be like, and he has no chance.
And he's on those 3 legs. It's going to be a tough one. So yeah, that's what I'm coming off of. And I'm coming off a rough week anyway, like an emotional rough week.
Yeah.
So I had we don't talk, like women don't talk about this a lot, but like I had an issue with a friend.
Yeah.
And it was just like heartbreaking.
Can we coin a name for that? A frissue.
Yeah. I had a frissue.
I had a frissue. It sounds like a nice cocktail, but it's not.
Oh yeah, it does. It's like
horrid experience.
It's horrible. Whore is the word for today. No.
So you had a frissue.
I had a frissue, and it it happens. It happens with friendships in adulthood, just like it happens in friendship in childhood. So that was stressful. And then, I can't wait to hear yours because I kind of know what's going on in your life. So like, I want to jump to yours and I might jump back to mine, but I'd really like to know because yours is worse.
Yeah. I mean, my father-in-law has moved into our 1-bedroom apartment and he has Parkinson's and sleep apnea. We found out. And he's grumpy. He's kind of grumpy. I love him, but it's tough. And then
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care who it is.
I don't care if it's Brad Pitt. If you're in my space,
Yeah.
I don't like Brad Pitt. Let's see, who do I love recently? Bob Odenkirk. I recently have discovered a crush on Bob Odenkirk, the guy who plays Better Call Saul.
Okay, I gotta.
He's.
I don't know.
I don't know why. There's something about him. Anyway, whoever was in my space all the time.
If Bob Odenkirk was like taking to your couch, you'd probably.
I would be like, Bob, I need my space. Like you gotta just go for a bit. So that's been going on. And then we were supposed to be on TV, Lizzie and I, and they called us and said that they didn't want us anymore.
Well, I can guarantee you right now we can get on the show Cops if we want to.
Yeah. But it was like right after they interviewed me on Zoom. And then they're like, we're going to pass. And I was like, what?
They didn't pass just because of your personality. They passed because we aren't using their media outlet for our show.
Right.
And they didn't want to promote another media outlet.
I'm sure that was it. Yeah. Or they listened to the episode where we ripped the Pope a new asshole. And Poland was like, Catholic country, bye-bye.
Yeah, you do not want to piss the Vatican off.
Yeah. So we're, that's where we're at. And then, so I have no place to, because I don't usually record, and this recording might be a little bit echoey, so I apologize to all our listeners, but I had to go to the office, where this barren office that I have, because I haven't set it up yet. And like, there's no place to attach the mic. Like, there's backlighting. There's no lighting in the front. Like, there's just,
you're fucked.
It's one of those days, but I don't care.
I think this is my kind of day, that I would rather be talking to you on this day than anybody else on earth. And you didn't even say anything about my Steve Jobs outfit.
I was gonna, because I'm wearing Steve Jobs outfit too. You're wearing his winter collection. I'm wearing his summer collection.
Absolutely. Whoop, whoop.
Which is hilarious because Lizzie lives in Florida and I live in Poland.
I think Florida's cold all the time because their air conditioning is ridiculous.
That's true. The air conditioning blast. It's
always so cold.
It's so cold. Are we going to talk about the book?
Yeah, let's talk about the book. I want to just talk about. I just want to talk. Let's just have a chat.
Yeah.
I'm dying to know about Bob Odenkirk now, but we're going to have to afterbirth that if we even get a chance to afterbirth it. But if we don't, I mean, you have Google too, people.
Yeah.
Like, it's not my problem, okay? But, let's talk about Tim Ferris. Did you ever read any of his other books?
4-Hour Workweek.
I did that.
Heard.
I don't.
Yeah.
And then I was like, immediately in that beginning of that book, I think it was somewhere in there, he was like, just so you know, you have to work more than 4 hours. And I was like, what? That's not what I signed up for.
That's not what I bought. You know what?
It's the same deal with this one, just so you know.
Yeah, I was thinking about this today because we basically both admit that we have failed this week at like going through this book, and because there was just a lot going on in both of our lives.
Not to mention, wait a second.
Yeah.
Like we just said, two of our primary, like, not like positive things we have going on, but we both have companies. We both have this podcast. We both have, you're building a house. I'm fully renovating a house.
Yeah.
I mean, and I homeschool our child. Not our child, yours and my child, but geez.
Oh, I wish it would be the coolest kid ever.
Oh my God. It would be so.
I wish friends
she
could
does
adopt
kind of look like you.
Like, I
Why
really
can't
wish
we?
friends could adopt children. Like, that would be
I'll
awesome.
adopt one with you.
Yeah, I would for sure.
That way you don't have to be like plagued with
she
it
could spend,
all the time.
Yeah, and then she could spend like, half the year in
the
US, half the year in Europe. Like, she'd be so cool.
Oh my God, she would know so many languages.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we'll do that and see how everybody thinks it turns out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have a lot going on. So, but I think everybody fails at shit like this. So it's really important to talk about the failure more than it is about the successes,
That's what I
right?
wanted to say. I wanted to say that self-help is like a luxury.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
God.
like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a luxury. That's what I was
Let me
thinking.
tell you, when my
Yeah.
mom was like accepting food stamps and like wondering if she could pay all of her bills ever, she was not like diving into Tony Robbins.
Yeah. Tim Ferris wasn't on a reading list.
No, she wasn't. Yeah. She was
Yeah.
like, this is a luxury and a half.
Yeah.
And sometimes it does like, it's not, we're not able to do it because we have too much real life going on.
I'm glad we failed.
I'm
Yeah.
glad we failed too.
I'm
We're so
really
good
glad
at
we failed
failing.
because like I don't want anyone out there to feel bad that they can't get through a self-help book.
Sometimes middle of self-help books, sometimes at the beginning, sometimes at the end, I'm like, fuck this person.
Yeah, seriously.
How dare you tell me or anybody else? But I actually liked this book. And I listened to it all. Did I tell you that?
No.
I did listen to it all. Sorry, Tim, but not a lot of your words stuck for me.
Why do you think that is?
Because he gives too many numbers and anagrams. EBTC, HB,
yeah.
HRT,
Yeah, ROTC.
FART. Yeah. Yeah. So everything, like he was giving a lot of that. And if I'm going to be doing that, that's all I can be doing. And I'm sure he wrote the book thinking whoever reads this is only going to be reading it when they read it.
When we're like audiobooking it. Yeah.
Yeah. And like I was doing a lot of other things while I was, having it read to me, like a 4-year-old at the library 1 hour a week. But like, it just didn't stick. Those like, and he was very detail oriented, and I loved how OCD he was.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, I did like that.
But it didn't stick. It was like I wasn't in my OCD mode of learning this stuff, so I didn't align with it.
I think that's important, like an important point to mention, like to be in the correct space.
You have to be, for this one, you had, like, I would say, I mean, I felt like, okay, I'm not good enough to hear this right now. Like I wasn't like spongy enough.
Yeah.
Wasn't sticking.
Yeah.
But you know what part did stick?
What?
As I'm driving along, car full of kids, and the sex chapter came on. Okay, I don't mean it like I'm open about sex. Like I enjoy sex, the whole nine. But everybody needs to buy this book just for this section. Did you read it?
I didn't get it. I didn't get there. So you have to tell me all about it.
Well, he tells you how to get there.
In 4 hours?
Time. Big time. 15 minutes, he says. And he, like, it's funny because he's like, okay, you say to your partner, you're just going to touch me for 15 minutes, which I don't know about you. Like, if I'm going to do anything for 15 minutes, I want it to come to some fruition.
Yeah, like, you're very goal oriented in your sex.
I am very, let's get to it. I don't like, this isn't a pastime.
Yeah.
So you have to lay there with your legs a certain way, and the person who is your partner is supposed to touch you in the certain part of your clitoris, which is you're like, if you're looking at it, top right. If you are, I think if you are the person, it's top left. So, and then they're just supposed to like just gently rub it there for like 15 minutes straight. So, I'll be honest, I didn't tell Jason about it. But But I did do it myself and it worked.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Tim.
Yeah, Tim. Oh, you won, bud.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like, well, I did tell Jason.
And wait, but then what if you're a dude?
It was just for that particular part that I listened to was like for the dude.
Oh, for the dude, instructions on how to do the woman. And then were there instructions for women?
Maybe. They didn't stick.
We're going to afterbirth that. We're going to have to afterbirth this whole book.
This is the before birth of the book. This is like the pre-eclamptic, whatever it is that comes. This is like that core that comes out before your water breaks. I don't know what it's called, but it's disgusting. So, yeah. And I've got this cough.
Yeah, from your allergies, I have the same thing. So I keep muting and clearing my throat. So on the YouTube video, you're going to see me going like making these ugly clear throater faces because I'm like muting the mic. Yeah. Anyway.
Yep. I'm dealing with that too.
So
that was fun.
Yeah. How is this book set up? It's set up, he like goes through, what are the categories? Do we know?
I couldn't, my printer.
Are we going to have to afterbirth that?
My printer wouldn't work at all.
The actual episode is going to be in the afterbirth. We failed.
Did you look up the guy? Did you look up Tim?
No, I didn't look up Tim.
You have to look up his face right now while it's mind-boggling. Okay. You know, an author whose book doesn't match their cover.
Okay.
Which, is that ironic? Maybe.
Does he have hair implants?
If you read the book, yeah, I know. I think he does. He does.
Okay, that is a pet peeve of mine. So,
okay, she's got a pet peeve now. Finally, after all these years, she came up with a pet peeve.
I found it. So when I had this recruitment company and we were recruiting in Turkey, so I would fly to Turkey every once in a while, and is
that like flying the coop, but flying to Turkey? I don't know. So my bird humor is like a thumbs down.
Down.
Oh my God. Oh.
So in Turkey, you can get like plastic surgery and it's known for hair implants. So when I was flying back from Turkey, back to Poland, there was all these guys with like these bloody bandages on their foreheads.
Oh my God.
And I'm sorry, but it's like, you can tell that it's a hair, like they
don't apologize to me.
Like, and he looks like he did that.
But I think there is a big deal. Like, men don't like to be bald. I don't get it.
I think he looks better bald. Like, I'm just going to show right?
Okay.
That looks better than,
Is that on Instagram? You can go on there and see him bald and not bald.
Yeah. But that looks better than this.
Do you think he's kind of got a little bit of a caveman look?
Yeah. I don't know.
That's how I picture cavemen. I wasn't there, so I don't know how they look, but yeah. But he's interesting looking.
Yeah, he's nice looking. He's got a nice face.
He's like very wealthy. He's invested in all the right things.
Yeah.
Which, judging people based on their money is important. Oh, that sounded bad. No. But he's very smart.
I'm happy he's got a Wikipedia because I hate these guys who don't have Wikipedia. They annoy me, and he has a Wikipedia, so I'm really happy about that.
Good job, Tim.
But what's interesting, and we're going to have to afterbirth this, is he has since reconsidered his 4-hour approach. Like his whole
Oh.
4-hour thing, he has kind of gone back on it, which I love because he admitted I was wrong. And I friggin' adore that. So thank you.
I love that. Thank you, Tim.
Yeah.
I too have rethought whole mindsets that I've had.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love that because there's another pet peeve of mine is when people just will stick with something to the death because they want to save face. And it's like, no, dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, politics. That right now is one of those things like, okay, do you guys really believe all that you're posting on Facebook? And if you do, like, I mean, don't stick with it. Change your mind. You could just change your mind.
That's the thing. You could just say, I was wrong. I changed my mind.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like with marriage. I'm always like, no, I'm a quitter. Like if it's bad, I'm not staying.
Yeah. I changed my mind.
Yeah. Till death do us part. Okay. I'm reborn. There you go.
I believe in reincarnation while I'm alive. Okay? I don't have to die to reincarnate.
Oh my God. There you go. She just had to mute herself because we can't breathe.
Yeah, both of us. What is with this month? Is this there's something with this month.
So I think it like people have lost their fucking minds.
Yeah. Tell me more.
I think that like Christmas is here now. Is that just for me?
It's not here yet.
It's like the minute October ends and Halloween's over. You don't have Halloween though. You have something else.
We have All Saints Day or All Souls Day.
How do you say
it? It's like the Day
Polish?
of the Dead. It's Wszystkich Świętych.
Wszystkich Świętych.
It's like so close. So we're just gonna leave it because it's so awesome.
Okay. I mean, when it's that good, nailed it.
Well, nailed it. What we do is, it's the day you go to the cemetery. You find the gravesite of your loved ones that have passed, and you clean up their grave, and you put flowers and candles, and you just kind of reminisce. You like say a little prayer or whatever, and it's like really nice though because all the graves are like have these beautiful candles and flowers. And it's colorful. Yeah, because the graves in like the US, they don't know how to do cemeteries. They will put the flat stone so the lawnmower can go over it. Like,
tell me about it.
But in
it's
Poland,
the weirdest thing.
Everyone is responsible for their family's grave, which I love it because it keeps their memory. Like it really does keep it alive. Like it's a really nice thing. You don't forget any of your ancestors. So that's kind of a nice thing.
Yeah. Otherwise they just die and you're just like, who was that gave birth to me? I don't remember.
Something with a B.
Yeah. Huh.
There was this forgot what the name. We're gonna have to afterbirth it, but it was like the House on Haunted Hill, like a horror series on Netflix.
Horror again, guys.
Horror.
The 4-hour whore. Yes, we've got it.
Easier in Polish. In Polish, horror. Horror. Horror is kurwa. So there you go.
Kurwa. Ooh. I like that. It's got a slutty sound.
It does.
Makes me want to pay for it. Oh. I just want a fucking expensive blowjob. Oh, give me that expensive pussy.
Give me that kurva pussy.
Yeah. Write a check.
Make it out to kurva.
Yeah. I want it. Yeah.
Oh,
I told you we should just like go with it.
this should be it. We fuck the
This
fucking
is
self-help
it.
books.
This is it.
This is the pivotal moment,
This
guys.
is actually how we are. This is really how we are. Okay, so you went and swept up and cleaned up but
let me finish the story about the Netflix horror. So basically these ghosts were like haunting people and they had no faces because as people forget who they are, their faces disappear. Because that's how you keep the ghosts like alive or whatever, is if you like remembering their memory, and they get angrier and angrier as they get forgotten, and then their face disappears. And
now wait,
yeah,
we all know this from the Disney movie Coco.
Oh yeah, Coco.
Hello?
It was like that. So I always think about that. And in Poland, we can't let that happen. So
I wonder if that's like you've got to face it. Maybe do you think that came from that? Did it?
No, probably not.
Face the music? Was the music the ghost? No.
How are you not coughing every 2 seconds? I'm like muting every 2 seconds so I can cough.
Well, because I like my snot's slowly rolling out of my nose. So I'm like, neat. Do you think that maybe that's why they didn't want you on TV, is because you have like
a hacking cough? Probably.
That's what it is. Fucking allergies.
I'm annoyed. I was annoyed though because I wanted to like just go balls out on TV, but
oh God, we would have been so good on TV.
We'll get there.
Yeah, we're gonna be on Oprah one day, and all you motherfuckers. I'm gonna be like, you know what I'm gonna say? Fuck you, Poland. Fuck you.
We just lost our 3 Polish listeners.
Damn it. One of them's you.
The other one's like my mom. Like,
she's like, you know what? I haven't really liked the show yet, Lizzie. So
I'm out.
My mom's like, now I'm Polish and I'm offended. Oh my God.
So anyway, Tim Ferris.
Okay, so he has 5 rules, and I don't remember them all. But one is rules. Don't have anything white. So no sugar, no bread, no
milk.
Milk. Nope. You can't have milk.
What about cauliflower?
He said that's the only exception. He actually covered that in there because he knows there's a smartass out there. I think that's one of them. You can't drink any sugar. You can't. Yeah, you have to drink. It's like you can only drink water, red wine, which I thought was weird. Coffee with no cream, or tea with no sweetener.
Oh, and I remember him saying no fruit. Is that correct?
No fruit. Yes, no fruit. Only on one day a week.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
I do love blueberries. I think they're healthy. Aren't blueberries like super healthy?
Blueberries are super healthy, and cherries have more antioxidants than blueberries, and they're like the most healthy thing you can have.
Okay, cool.
So, did I tell you about my dad?
No.
And his pneumonia?
No.
Okay, so my dad
had that he had
my Poppy.
Your Poppy, yeah.
Poppy had his upper right lobe removed of his lung because he had some lung cancer. And so he had that done. Let me just tell you, this man survives on like Spam, candy, ice cream, Spam, candy, ice cream, and whatever my mom makes, like here and there.
Yeah.
So, anyway, he comes out of surgery. He's doing okay, but he gets an infection quickly, has to be on antibiotics. He gets on, and then all of a sudden she takes him in. He's got pneumonia. I mean, this has been months. What, 2 months they're dealing with this shit?
Yeah.
So I finally just begged them to let me take over their nutrition.
Yeah.
And get them totally changed around. And cherries are one of the things I put him on a daily basis because of the
good.
antioxidants.
Yeah.
And yep. And so he has a smoothie every morning. He has a glass of water before, remember? And this guy also, Tim also agrees with this. Water in the morning. He's got that. He does the my world famous oatmeal regiment, which I'll post one day.
Yay.
Every day. And then I just made him like 8 meals and made him all these rules. And
Good.
my dad texted me. He texted me the other day. So he was on it for like 5 days. This was last Monday. And he texted me, he goes, I haven't felt this good in 15 years. Like just from that. I also like he was iron deficient. So I put him on a raw iron pill instead of a regular iron pill, which really does make a difference. But anyway, so that is a big win. And he's feeling so much better.
That's good.
To the point that he wants to come over tomorrow.
Oh.
She was coughing, so she wasn't
My
able to be like,
wasn't.
wow, Lizzie, you're amazing at cooking and nutrition.
We need to write a book.
Oh, yeah. We're going to write several.
Yeah.
What's going to be the 3-hour? We're not going to actually do that.
We're never going to do it.
Yeah.
Cookie.
We'll write a book.
My dog is eating. Come here. My dog is eating a plant. Do not do that. Those could be toxic.
Those could be toxic, Cookie.
You're toxic. I'm thinking of my business.
I say we take a banter break.
I say we do.
Thank you all for listening to the We Need Help podcast. We actually need your help. You can become a member of the We Need Help movement. Can you tell us how?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's this really cool service called Patreon where you can support artists, people doing different projects, people like us. You basically go to the www.patreon, that's patreon.com/We Need Help podcast. And you can subscribe a monthly donation every month. Stipend, yeah, for just $1 a day. You would be helping us out greatly. And if you become a Patreon, you get access to exclusive content. You get a say in what we do because every month we're going to be picking somebody and they get to pick a book that we're going to review. So you actually have a bit of a say in the art that we produce, which is really cool.
And you get to go to heaven.
Yes. That's the number one thing. You get to go to heaven. So
if you don't do it, you're going to hell. But if you do it, you get eternal life.
How awesome is that? For just $1 a day, eternal life.
I mean, eternal life for $1 a day.
So again, we would really appreciate your support. It costs money to do this, by the way.
It costs money.
It does. Yeah, we were shocked. We're like, what?
But I do want to say thank you guys for listening, and we would appreciate any support you could give us.
Yeah, we just want to get better and we want to grow and we want you to grow with us. So that's awesome.
We have big plans.
We got some big plans. So please become a part. Log on to www.patreon.com/We Need Help podcast, written together. And Patreon is spelled patreon.com/We Need Help podcast. And then you just click on become a Patreon. You can do PayPal, you can do credit card, you can put it on whatever. We don't care how. Just do it. Just do it.
Thank you.
Thank you. We love you so much.
We love you.
Swing better.
Bring it home, baby. Bring it home. Take me out to the ball game.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back from the banter break.
1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Hi,
right. Hi, everybody.
Oh my God.
All right. So I'm going to read a quote by Tim Ferris.
Well, I want to tell you this first. I did
Okay.
touch Harry Carey's shoulder once.
I thought you were going to say something totally else. Like,
aren't you glad I keep you guessing?
Yeah. Shocker. All right. Okay. Tim Ferris says, the decent method you follow is better than the perfect method you quit. What about the decent method you quit?
And what about the perfect storm you create?
What about that?
Yeah, I mean, did you get lost in the middle there like I did, or was it?
Yeah.
Tim tried so hard to like help us.
Someday, Tim, I will read this book because I like some of the premise. Like he says that the 20% of the effort gets you 80% of the results. I like that. That's cool.
Well, and in one of his things online, it says, do not read this book from start to finish. We just did not read this book.
That's how far we got. Do not read this book. Fine.
You got it, Tim. Nailed it.
Anyway, sorry, Tim. We will someday revisit this book.
Everybody needs to buy this book just for that sex chapter.
Yeah. That's
it.
What are you taking away from this book?
The upper left quadrant of your clitoris is really nice. I think it's left. It is on mine. Like I understood it that way and did it, and it worked. So
yeah,
do it.
Okay.
Or don't do it. I don't really give a fuck. Okay.
So that's what you're taking away. The upper left quadrant of the clitoris.
Yeah, is where you rub softly, and then you'll, if you're in a pickle. If you're in a pickle. If not, just get your vibrator like a real woman would.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm taking away the minimum effective dose. So that is the minimum amount of work necessary to get the most effective thing. So that for me, that's just like, I'm going to try to perfect my laziness.
Okay. I was going to say, I think you already had that going for you, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to try to be more efficient, I suppose. Yeah.
I don't know that that's possible. You're like a very efficient human being, right?
I do waste time on a lot of things.
What do you waste time on?
Talking to people about their problems.
This podcast.
No, I love this podcast. I could like do this podcast all day, but like sometimes people call me with their problems and I'll, and they'll just be talking. I know then they need it, but they'll just be talking and we'll like be talking in circles. And I think I'm just going to get straight to the point. I have a lot of coachees and, and I almost feel like it's therapy session. So I'm just going to be more straight to the point.
Yeah.
What's your problem? So what's your problem? I don't need the whole backstory of your problem.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit about your backstory, right?
I don't need to understand why you have this problem. Just tell me what the problem is. So minimum effective dose. That's what I'm taking from it because that's all I read.
That was just so you know, that was like the first chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this episode has been brought to you by Mushinyanka. It's our water.
Coffee.
It's Polish water. Mushinyanka.
Ooh, that sounds so... Does that sound not refreshing to anybody else?
It doesn't sound refreshing to me. Mushinyanka.
That's like something what like my friend Jen would say, like, oh, that's Mushinyanka. That's like her... Like she calls things that are like less than... Like if they're kind of like not right, she calls them fugazi.
Fugazi.
You just fucking fugazi.
Mushinya. Hey. This is like actually one of the healthier waters. A lot of Polish waters have tons of minerals.
That's a good thing.
So you don't have to mineralize more. You just drink the Mushinyanka and you're set.
Don't make me dry hump Zac Efron's show again. I'm not going to do it. I love you, Zac Efron.
I love you, Zac Efron. All right. What are we doing next week? We're doing a book.
I don't know. Should we? I feel like we're going to offend a lot of people if we keep this
we
up.
might. Let's talk about Our Things by Anna Sale.
Yeah, Anna Sale is on our yeah. Yeah, let's talk about hard things. It's a hard not life for us.
Why did you choose this book? I'm curious.
Well, because I think we all could use I think there's a fundamental problem with people being scared of having tough conversations, and it's causing a lot of trouble for us in like now. Although I wanted to tell you this earlier before we got online, but why stop now? I was in the salon having my lashes done, and I could hear this Karen next door all pissed off. I don't know if I use the term Karen right, because it's people that bitch a lot, right?
Yeah, you have Karen. It's synonymous for
Okay, well, she was upset because she like the whole world is becoming like too focused on racism.
Yeah.
And I didn't see her, but I'm pretty sure she was like white.
Yeah.
Very white.
Yeah.
Very, very white. And she said that she doesn't feel like she's represented anymore.
Mm.
And I was like, I know, like rich, white, 1%ers are probably not focused on enough, right? And then she was like, I don't even see anybody who's like, it's getting to the point where I don't even see anybody who looks like me, she says.
Well, no one wants to look like you with your fucking $5 haircut.
$5 haircut.
Fucking Old Navy. Get out of here.
It's probably a $500 haircut. She's probably in Lily Pulitzer. She's probably got Tory Burch sandals. No offense to everyone I know.
Something Michael Kors.
Oh, Michael Kors. Oh, who doesn't have anything Michael Kors now? Is he everywhere or is it just me?
He's everywhere. I think smart businessman. Like put me everywhere, give me the money, and see ya.
I think Tommy Hilfiger did that for like he was
Whatever goes in TJ Maxx, that's what's in.
That's what's in. So she was bitching because she felt like she wasn't represented. Why did I start that story? I'm just all over the place.
Yeah, we're all over the place. We failed this week, but we love it. Our failure is our biggest success.
Yeah, I think that like if you can lean into a failure like this week, you can lean into anything.
Yeah, I mean, we were like, should we not do the podcast because we haven't really done that? No, you show up. You show up. That's it.
You show up. You're not like, okay, we didn't have any like aha revelations.
No, you show up and you're dressed like Steve Jobs. You show up.
I mean, if you can read a book, you can and buy a turtleneck. I mean, show up. Talk about it.
I love you.
Oh my fucking God. I love you too.
This has been We Need Help.
We still need a lot of help. We need more help than we did. Wish I had something. Here, look at this. All right.
Lizzie just put on some aviator shit. What are those? What's the brand?
They're Versace.
Versace.
Yeah, I bought these to make me feel better this week. It didn't work.
I feel better. You made me feel better.
Oh, good. But I do like that they have the little lions on the sides.
That's cool.
That's kind of cool.
That is very cool.
Maybe I do feel better. All right.
This episode has been brought to you by pizza.
We're sponsored by all the pizzas in the world.
All right.
I love you. I'll see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us. Rate and follow us if you like us. If you don't, please don't.
And come visit us at www.theweneedhelppodcast.com. There you can find show notes, links for books. You can join Audible, which is, how we actually read our books. We listen to them. And we have special exclusive content just for you. Also, feel free to subscribe to our Patreon account. That's where you can support us financially because we need it. And it can be anywhere from $1 to $100 billion a month, whatever you can afford. And the link to our Patreon account is www.patreon, and that's spelled patreon.com/We Need Help Podcast. And you can support us on there. We would really appreciate it because we do need help.
Awesome. And we will see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday. Thanks,
Bye.
loves. Bye.